Now, talking of looks, ladies and gentlemen, Bryce, one of our good friends on the show, Jessica Chastain.
Yes.
She's talked about people thinking she's you, and it's happened to you.
And vice versa.
And in fairness, you do look quite alike. Here's Jessica. There's you. That's
I mean, it is what Jeff said, but it's like really, really, really true. Like, it's very flattering to me. Like, she's unbelievable.
But what I didn't understand was that it was happening before either of you were famous.
Yes. So I went to school in New York. I went to NYU, and Jess went to school in New York as well. She went to Juilliard, and there were many times, I remember this distinctly, there were many times, first time it happened, I went into a Starbucks, and where people would mistake me for someone named Jess. And so I went into a Starbucks, and I went up to the cashier, and I went to order something, and he was like, "No, Jess, your drink's over there." And I was like, "Oh, no, I haven't ordered yet." And he's like, "Pfft. Like, what are you
That's so
trying
Jess.
to, like,
Well,
you're
so Jess.
toying with me." And I just remember being kind of like, it was like a little unnerving because he was so certain that we were the same person. And then a lot of friends, like later in years to come, would say, "Oh my gosh, there's this woman named Jessica Chastain, and you guys are, you could totally be sisters." And yeah.
And then what's weird is it happens to you as well, Tandy.
Oh, a lot.
Who's your lookalike?
Zoe Saldana.
And in fairness, here's a picture. I mean, it is, it's...
Yeah.
Even you can see it.
I know. Yeah. Well, it happens when people to my face come and talk to me. People who I've known, like, for example, bless her heart, Victoria Beckham, who I've met a few times, OK? And we're in Soul Cycle in LA, and we're talking away, and this close, Jeff, OK? And she's, she made a comment about, "Oh, it's so great that you're coming to Soul Cycle even though you're, pregnant." And I said, "Oh, no, I had the baby actually just a few months ago," thinking, "Oh, God, I obviously look rubbish." And then after a few more minutes of chatting, I realised that she thought I was somebody else. And I said, "Vic, do you think that I'm Zoe Saldana?" And she was absolutely mortified. Mortified. And, it's all right, because obviously Zoe Saldana is an absolute rare beauty.
Yeah.
And, but up close, come on.
Come on.
And I'm English.
Next time you should tell somebody that you're getting into character.
That's
like
good.
You're like a method actor and you're working on your British accent. Ask them if they think that your British accent is good.
Is it good? Well, I mean, Zoe and I have actually become sort of friendly over the last couple of years. So I'm thinking, if ever I'm in LA and I just don't feel like going into work the next day, I'll just give her a ring. "Zoe, are you free? Pop on in. No one's going to know." Because really...
Orlando Bloom, your mother, I like the sound of her. Because does she know that you're an international film star? No, because what was it last year? What was the thing she did with your CV?
Oh, sent it to all the major newspapers around the country.
Did she mention that she was going to do this?
Trying to get work?
Oh, no.
What's the risk?
I think she spends too much time online, and when she sees things that are misconstrued, or, or I've said something out of turn, she's like, "Do you realise that he's got a BAFTA for his humanitarian work with UNICEF?" Or whatever, it's like, she literally listed all the things I've done. "Do you know who he is and what are you saying about him?" That was it.
Wow.
Wow. Don't mess with Mrs. Bloom.
Try growing up with her.
No, because what was the thing she did when you liked chocolate too much? She took quite an extreme approach.
Does she watch this programme?
Mum. I'm sorry. Yeah, she hypnotised me so I wouldn't eat chocolate when I was a kid.
Did she...
Got me hypnotised. She didn't hypnotise.
Oh, she didn't? She got a proper guy in, a professional.
Do it. Yeah,
a union member.
Can you believe it?
But did it
Where
work?
do you even find that person in 19... 70... No,
80-something, 90-something.
Did she tell you she was taking you to a hypnotist? Or did she just take you to a room and just...
Lots of things like that.
There's going to be a man in there, do anything he says.
Just listen to him very carefully. And now you're asleep, and I remember thinking, OK, just close your eyes and pretend you're asleep. I'm not asleep at all, but I'll pretend I'm asleep. And you're not eating sweets. Oh, aren't I? Wait until I get out of here.
And did it work?
No.
Did she think you were cured?
Maybe... No, then I was able to procure sweets without her knowing about it, because she thought I was cured, but then I could
Are we still talking about sweets?
Snickers.
You know.
When you got Lord of the Rings, you could buy any sweets you wanted.
Any sweets.
People would come and offer him sweets. Yeah.
16 hours a day of sweets.
Sweetness in my life.
For Nick Mohammed, it's like you planned it. It seems to have followed your schedule very nicely. Thank you very much.
I've been very lucky. When the first lockdown hit, I was meant to be writing intelligence, and then when lockdown eased in the summer, we filmed intelligence. And then when we went back into lockdown, I was sort of writing again. And now things are easing a bit, filming Ted Lasso. But yeah, very lucky. I count myself
and if
lucky.
you think that was lucky, you know, homeschooling, a nightmare. Who are you married to, Nick?
A teacher, and she's absolutely... And so she homeschooled our kids to an absolute treat, and I got involved when I could.
Yeah, I'm sure. But here's the thing, it hasn't all been plain sailing, because, you know, there's been self-improvement in lockdown. You tried to upgrade your garden, I believe. I did, well, yeah, we live in a first-floor flat, so we don't have a garden, but we got two little boys who, well, they were 4 and 2 at the first lockdown, and so we got some artificial grass to just put on the sort of communal driveway, and we would have little picnics there on a lunchtime, and then after about a week, it got nicked, and so... but we didn't dare tell the kids that sort of theft happened. We sort of thought it was too soon to sort of say, oh, yeah, someone took it, and it was really heavy as well, so I don't know how they managed it, but we just told them that someone's borrowed it. Yeah. That grass has gone to live on a farm. Exactly, yeah. Some cows took it.
The lawn got stolen?
Yeah. Artificial grass, it was a sort of 3 by 3 metre piece of artificial grass, and it just got taken, like in the day.
What, like, just rolled it up like a carpet?
Yeah.
On your front, on the front...
Just on the front drive, yeah. And I think someone just took it and lifted it. But I think it'd need 2 people to lift, but yeah.
Wow, what a rough area.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's been regularly watered by its new owner.
We did report it to Neighbourhood Watch, and they were like, you can't report this.
You know there's a global pandemic, right?
I know.
In Argylle, we saw there, your character kind of gets dragged unwillingly to all these big action sequences and things. Yeah. And we saw you doing that big jump into the Thames there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Do you enjoy that sort of stuff?
Yes.
Oh, OK.
Yes. Yes, very much so.
Wow.
My mom, what's interesting about her is she's kind of like Ellie Conway because she's a novelist herself, she's a cat lady, she's an introvert, she loves staying home, and yet she has this streak within her where she is such an adventurous. She soloed a plane for the first time when she was 16 years old, and she's quite wild, and so I was raised in that way. When I was a child, I was put in ballet, and it lasted a week, and then they moved me to taekwondo and judo. And it's just, like, I don't like taking risks in life, like I won't, but on a movie set, just, like, all bets are off.
Because you didn't go to the actual ceremony, the Oscar ceremony, did you?
No.
But you were at all the parties and things.
Yeah, oh, yes, all the parties.
You were at a couple?
Yeah, I did, actually. I went to... My cousin's involved in this environmental company called Global Green, so I went down to that one, and that was really very interesting. Not as exciting as maybe some of the other parties, so I went to some of the other parties.
Yeah. Because is that one of the ones where people arrive in the hybrid cars and...
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But
It's been a really good year, actually, for the environment, because I don't know if anyone's seen An Inconvenient Truth, but that was a fantastic film that, you know, Gore really got behind, Al Gore got behind all of that, so it's been a good year for the environment, and, yeah, I just got back from Antarctica, so it was a good trip.
You went to Antarctica?
Yeah.
For why?
To see the penguins. No, I went down because I've sort of been involved with this company that my cousin's involved in, Global Green, and I was like, I want to see it for myself firsthand and just sort of get an understanding for it. And it was amazing. It's an incredibly beautiful place, and you sort of go, wow. You know, these giant icebergs are 3 times bigger under the water than they are on top, and they're huge, but they kind of feel like dinosaurs, you know, a bit like a dying breed, which is terrifying, you know.
But
so it was sad. But...
Well, you've seen it now, so you're laughing.
It.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. No, here's the thing. So, Nick Mohammed, you write this is your sitcom for Sky One.
Yeah.
Great, congratulations.
Yes.
The question is, how did you get David Schwimmer in it? How did that bit happen?
Definitely.
Because he's a great writer.
That's great.
It is really funny. It is really funny.
He just emailed me. He just emailed me with a great idea. I was like, that's really funny.
But also, you seem like you are a big fan of British comedy.
I am.
Yeah. How did that happen? How did you get introduced to it? Or
I guess I've always been... since I was a boy. I mean, I've watched, I think, as much as I can. Going way back from, I mean, as a kid, you know, Monty Python and Clouseau, and I mean, just, I don't know. I've always been a big fan,
Yeah.
and I don't feel there's a huge difference between American comedy and British comedy. I guess I'm more attracted to character-driven comedy in a very funny situation. I also really like physical comedy. So you guys do a lot of great physical comedy as well.
And in this world, because it is quite a specific world that we don't really know, were you able to go, were you able to visit the actual place where they do this work?
No.
No. Because they're obviously very security conscious.
Oh, so boring.
I did a lot of research. I mean, if there wasn't a lot of alarms pinging there with my name, you know, just...
Mr. Mohammed is doing us again.
He's looking into the specifics of terrorists. Oh.
It's a great cover, though, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just writing a TV show.
No, it's not a cover.
No, we were lucky enough.
Wow, it's a really elaborate cover. They've made it now.
My plan was to come on this. I mean,
It's all working. It's all working.
I don't think we can show any of that.
Orlando, we must also mention, this is exciting, you are returning to Pirates of the Caribbean as Will Turner. It's Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge. Now, it's out on the 26th of May. Here's the thing, you're clapping now. You're, oh, that's great. I'm about to depress you. It's been 10 years since you were in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Crazy, isn't it?
Wow.
That is nuts.
You'd never believe it, would you?
No. No, really wouldn't.
To be away from your passion project that long?
Yeah. So much. The good news is my 6-year-old is desperate to see me in it, even if I bookend the movie. Yeah, it's not overly done with special effects. The things that you see, you know, you get to see in Johnny's being his fantastic funny self. And yeah, I mean...
And is this the end of it, or is it going to go on? Are there more after this?
Are you kidding me?
There's more.
No, they have a whole new... Do people have more money?
I mean...
I think they're doing a lot of them now, you know, aren't they?
I don't know. I mean, I think... we'll see. I think there might be room for one more. I don't know. This is 5. How many have they done of the Fast and Furious? I don't know. 10?
I think this is...
I don't know, but it's going to hit $1 billion mark soon.
So is ours, Goldie.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Snatched again.
Snatched
Yeah.
Snatch me up.
Yeah.
Snatch us both.
Yeah, thank you.
In the Howard family, obviously your dad, Ron Howard, but there's a tradition that you appear...
Yes.
You've appeared... How many of his films have you appeared in?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't know the number. I mean, it starts when you're 7 years old.
But no, younger than that. We've got a picture of you on Cocoon.
Oh, well, that's just me on the movie set.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, we were just always on movie sets. That's just like, that's where we were raised, and that's where we were comfortable. And, and we had to wait until we were 7 years old in order to, like, be in the movie. Like, it just as, like, an extra, you know.
So is Parenthood your first one?
Yes, that, I was 7, and I was so excited.
Well,
and it was an all-night
really
shoot for
changed
3 nights.
at all. No. More or less the same. You picked a hairstyle, you've gone with it. This will do me for life. So your own son, he won't come to see the play, but he has started to see some of your films. Pirates of the Caribbean.
He has, yeah.
Tick.
Tick that one.
Did he
well,
like
only
it?
because I didn't want it on in the background of somebody's house and for him to then be seeing me, and I wanted to make a little something more. Yeah, he did see it. He liked it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He saw it.
Well, that is quite cool that his dad's a
Hard
pirate.
to impress my son, actually.
Your dad?
My dad. Hard to impress my dad. Hard to impress my mum. Don't worry, I go to therapy an awful lot of the time.
And has he seen Lord of the Rings yet?
He has seen bits. Yeah, he has.
Because when it comes to Lord of the Rings, you've a controversial opinion of Lord of the Rings.
Well, the problem with Lord of the Rings for me, and no disrespect.
I'd say that.
No, Orlando, mate.
Really upset him now.
Sit down. Look.
Oh, look, there's a fly drowning in your beer.
There is!
Sorry, nothing to say about Lord of the Rings here. Let's just save that fly's life. All right, buddy. Off you go.
My God, he's a hero in real life.
Well.
It saved its life.
Sorry, I did wash my hands.
Is there any chance Because presumably no one's allowed to come on and change that. So
Someone
I
will
failed
give you a
to
new
at
beer.
some point.
But would you really not? See,
here's my problem
I
with
would,
it. No disrespect.
I would drink a beer that had a fly in it.
Well, enjoy.
What's wrong with my finger?
Yeah.
Oh, is it my finger? It's the fly. Yeah, of course. Well,
Yeah.
no
Fly
flies
was only
really.
in the air.
Flies...
Anyway, go on. Lord of the Rings.
Now, continuity, sorry, just in case.
Oh, she's good.
And,
Oh, she's good.
and could you get the fly and put it back in?
He's a little drunk. He's having a woozy time over there. Having a fantastic time. Look. Come on, buddy. Up we go. You're going to be all right.
You'll try it. There he goes. He's fine.
Can we just keep the camera on there? On the fly. We have one of those red button options where we just follow.
It's like Spring Watch, but it's just a fly.
By the way, it's not the fly.
Look, new beer.
New beer.
Oh. You'll take the old beer. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
But the head, that's not going to match.
No, that's not going to match, is it?
That's not going to match.
Drink it.
Just suck the top off.
It's not rocket science.
Just suck.
No, that you have to suck harder. That's too much.
You suck it.
And that's what you said when you pretended not to meet me the first time.